Have you ever been the victim of sexual assault, rape, abuse, or harassment? It happens all the time. Despite significant strides in the anti-violence movement, sexual violence occurs at an alarming rate. Hundreds of thousands of women, men, and children are sexually victimized each year in America. In fact, 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually assaulted by age 18. And what's most shocking, 7 in 10 victims know their attacker.
My abuse began when I was 15 years old. That's when the actual rapes started. I was in junior high school, and it was my music director, my band director. The abuse started with benign comments and gradually became more sexual. And then one day he crossed a more obvious line and came into my music room when I was practicing and leaned in and kissed me. And then after that, he began raping me almost daily, sometimes 2 to 3 times a day.
Sexual violence occurs anytime a person is forced or manipulated into unwanted sexual activity, including rape, incest, child sexual assault, harassment, and voyeurism. Anyone can be the victim of sexual violence, regardless of gender, race, age, education, socioeconomic status, or religion. Even after the assault is over, victims continue to feel the effects of these crimes.
The rapes and my abuse have affected every part of my life, every decision I've ever made. They've affected my husband, my health, my ability to have children, my community, pretty much everybody I've come into contact with, whether they know it or not.
The long-term effects of sexual assault can be multitude. You can have physical, emotional, mental health consequences. Some of the things that I've seen more commonly in the office are issues of eating disorders, teen pregnancy. There's also issues of anxiety and depression, chronic pain syndromes. But there's also a lot of data to suggest that people who've been sexually assaulted, especially when it's occurred as children, are more likely to develop heart disease. They're more likely to have different kinds of, all sorts of chronic medical conditions.
What's equally troubling is that studies show that less than 1/3 of victims report assaults.
Sexual violence is underreported because many times there is great fear after an assault happens. Many times there's shame, as well as not knowing that people will believe them. And one of the things we want to make sure is that individuals know that there are people to provide the support, they will be believed, and that there is help available to them when they do report. But I think part of the reason is that people just don't know what to do, where to go for help.
If you've been the victim of sexual violence, there is hope. There are more than 1,600 rape crisis centers throughout the U.S., which are available 24 hours a day.
When I came forward, 5 or 6, it was 6 other girls also came forward and said that they had been molested by the same teacher. And it went to trial, and he was actually found guilty and sentenced to 30 to 70 years in prison. If I'm able to speak out and help stop sexual abuse, then I want to do that, and I want to be able to prevent this from happening to anyone else. Don't keep it a secret. Tell someone, call the local rape crisis center. Even if your perpetrator is telling you not to tell, you're keeping their secret. It's not yours. You shouldn't be ashamed. So please tell.
The Pennsylvania Coalition Against Rape serves the more than 30,000 women, men, and children affected by sexual violence every year in Pennsylvania. Working with 51 crisis centers across the state, PCAR's mission is to educate communities about ways to prevent sexual violence and where survivors can go for help.
PCAR provides funding and resources to rape crisis centers throughout Pennsylvania. We also work with communities to create awareness of rape, sexual violence, and child sexual abuse. And I think it's really critical that communities get involved and see their responsibility in helping us work to eliminate rape, sexual violence, and child abuse.
PCAR's Rape Crisis Centers offer 24-hour assistance and resources to victims of sexual violence and their families. PCAR strives to engage communities about their role in preventing sexual violence. PCAR also lobbies at the state and national levels to protect victims' rights.
PCAR, the Pennsylvania Coalition Against Rape, is a very important player in Pennsylvania in helping to offer hope and resources and healing for people who need it, who have been the victims of sexual violence. PCAR has a role in shaping public policy, and that is really an important mission for PCAR because PCAR has the experience and the track record and the integrity to offer their counsel in public policy that's going to really help victims and protect people from becoming victims. So it's a really important role for PCAR. We really need to identify the best ways to prevent child sexual abuse in the first place, to protect children, which I think is everybody's responsibility, not just parents. But there is help, and there is hope, and there is healing, which I think is a really important message.
The Pennsylvania Coalition Against Rape, or PCAR, is very critical to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and to the communities in Pennsylvania. We have services that are available to my patients, to my neighbors, to my family, as the case may be, 24 hours a day throughout the Commonwealth. And if I have a patient, I want to be able to send them to someone who cares, who understands the dynamics that this patient might be going through, and can give them world-class care.
The advice that I would have for someone else who is sexually abused is that you must get out of denial. As a child, you don't know what's going on. You just figure that's the way life is. When I became an adult and realized what had happened to me for the first time in my life, I had to deal with it. And it was a horrible thing to have to go through. I realized that you are abused as a child if an adult woman forces you to kiss her on the lips like a lover. You're abused as a child if you get manipulated into bed by an adult and have to touch them in ways that is not right. I now understand that it was not my fault that it happened to me, and that I bear no responsibility for what those people did to me. And that is probably the most important thing, coming to terms with the fact that it wasn't my fault. People should support the Pennsylvania Coalition Against Rape because people who have been violated have nowhere else to turn. And they will not find any professional people more prepared to deal with them than they will if they come to a PCAR agency.
My local rape crisis center helped me in so many ways. They provided me with a legal advocate during the trial when we pressed criminal charges. They provided me with counseling. They provided my husband with counseling. And they helped me pick up the pieces of my life.
Going forward, PCAR really has to work to increase resources to provide the critical services for rape victims in Pennsylvania. I think it's important that PCAR continues to create awareness in our communities about their responsibility to prevent rape, sexual assault, and child sexual abuse. Each one of us has a responsibility to get involved in these efforts to prevent these crimes.
Support the Pennsylvania Coalition Against Rape. There's help, there's hope, there's healing. Visit pcar.org or call 888-772-7227.